bosses, today's video is slightly different from most of the videos I do, and I'm not going to do the regular intro that I usually do, although if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button. But this is serious, and this is so dear to my heart because I see more and more people not living up to their potential, or not using the full range of gifts they've been blessed with. And yes, I use the word blessed because I believe we've all been blessed with amazing gifts. But so many of us sit on those gifts. So many of us give excuses why we can't use those gifts. So many of us cite reasons why we cannot possibly become whatever it is that we want to, whether we want to become writers, or we want to make movies, or we want to get married, whatever it is. Like, we give so many excuses as to why other people can do it and not you. And I remember some time ago somebody reached out to me and she asked me, do you think I'm too old to start on YouTube or start on Instagram? Isn't that for like the younger people, quote unquote, the kids? And I was thinking to myself, like, what is she talking about? We're like in our 30s, you know, most people consider us children. And yet here she was in her mid-30s and she's already thinking that she's old. Or maybe yours isn't that you think you're too old. Maybe yours is, I have a 9-to-5 job, and every time I get back from work, I'm so tired that I don't want to get up and do anything anymore. Maybe your excuse is that you have a child that has a disability, and most of the day you're occupied with that child, and because of that you can't do the thing that God put in your heart. And I'm right there with a lot of you, you know. I'm right there with a lot of you because there are times I do feel like, oh, I'm too old to do YouTube. There are times I do think that, you know, where is this going? Is anybody ever going to watch my videos? Is anybody ever going to read my blog? Is anybody ever going to buy my books? I feel all those things, but I get up and do those things anyway because I realize that I have an assignment on this earth, and if I don't use my gifts, one day I'm gonna like regret it. I'm gonna regret it. And I can't, when I see myself like 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 40 years from now, I don't want to look back at my 35-year-old self and think, oh my goodness, like I had so much potential and I had so much time and I had so much vitality, and yet I sat around thinking about all the reasons why I could not do this thing. And I'm getting emotional because whenever I look at people, I see how much potential they have and how much potential, how much they're not doing. And that makes me sad and breaks my heart because so many of us could be using, and I'm sorry, but so many of us could be using our gifts to serve the world so much better, and we're not. So my message to you today, if you're watching this video, is just start. Just start. Maybe nobody will ever read your book. Maybe nobody will ever watch your video. Maybe nobody will ever like a picture you put on Instagram. But do it anyway, because somebody somewhere in this world is watching, and to you it means everything to them that you get up and you stand in front of the camera and you talk to that camera, because maybe you look like them and you sound like them and you're the only person they can identify with. So I hope you just start.